Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Viewing Center podcast. I'm Tega, and I'm joined by Edmund Oris and Dr. Williams. Oris, how you doing?
Well, Tega, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm in high spirits. Everything is fine, so I'm good.
You don't sound like you're in high spirits. Is it government money that's finished or what?
No, that's. I think I just woke up from sleep, so maybe that's why I'm lazy. But really, I'm happy. I'm glad that I passed out. It's not easy. A lot of people don't get to experience. My experience was a brilliant experience for 1 year. So I'm glad. Really, I'm happy.
Yeah, congrats on that. Williams, how are you doing?
Thank you.
I'm very good. It's funny how my status changed to doctor all of a sudden. This Williams is okay. You don't need to put it out there. This one kidnapped me.
No, but
we have to emphasize now. You spent like 7 years in Chelsea.
It's a title that. Exactly, it's a title that once you get to it becomes part of your identity. So nobody's going to kidnap you. You're not the first doctor. You're not going to be the last doctor. So you better start accepting it.
You guys should calm your teeth, please.
Since we last spoke, the second leg of the second round games happened in the Champions League, and we're now in the quarterfinal stage of the competition. So let's just kick things off with the draws. We'll start because the main thing about these draws is that if you notice, all the favorite teams are kept apart. Juventus is kept apart from Barca. The favorite teams, if you look at the draws, you know that you'll see that kind of the favorite teams we are wishing to see in the semi-final are not playing each other. So how do you feel about the draw, Oris, in general?
Well, The draw was a good one. It was a good one. I felt like it was fair. It's always fair. But I felt it was a good one for my team. Barcelona, obviously, getting Manchester United, they were not the ones I wanted. I was praying for Ajax, seriously, Ajax or Porto, but we did not get any of them. But if I was to pick any other team apart from both of them for us to play, I think it would be Manchester United. So it wasn't a bad draw. And in the semi-final, because apparently the formats for the semi-finals are out, so we get to avoid Man City, who I was really praying we did not get. We get to avoid them until the final, and we get to avoid, of course, Juventus and Ronaldo also. So all in all, it was a good draw.
You talk like you are so certain you'll be in that final. You've not yet gotten past Manchester United first.
True, but a man can hope. A man can have faith.
Williams, what do you think about the draw?
Well, the draw, I think it favors Barcelona and Juventus.
Yeah.
To a very, very large extent. I'm hoping I'll see both of them in the final. It's going to be very, very epic. And Ronaldo is going to win it. Anyone, I'll piss on your grave. But the English team, they did very well. The 6 of them, including those in the Europa.
I think we're not talking about Europa here, please. Let's have some respect.
Europa League is a competition, so let's talk about Europa League. So when we are done with the champions,
we have to talk about Arsenal. It's a very good draw to me. Tottenham, Man City. Well, many people are already writing off Tottenham. I don't know if they can turn it around against Man City. I don't really know. The two-legged tie, so we'll have to really see how Pochettino comes out this thing.
Yeah.
Ajax, the underdogs that took away one of our favorites.
Yeah.
Well, Juventus will not be complacent because of what they see that Ajax did to Real Madrid. So I think they'll be more cautious. You could see that they even rested a lot of their players for the weekend. But this is their last match against Genoa. And Liverpool has been really, really shaky. So I think the best performance I've seen them was this 3-1 against Bayern. They tried very well. Porto, I've not really been following up with them, so I don't really know how good and how. I think they removed is it Roma?
Yeah, Roma.
Yeah, I think they removed Roma. So they are also a strong contender. Then my favorite, Barcelona. Anytime I just see this draw, I just start laughing because only out. Man U does not stand a chance against the Barcelona team.
Okay.
Let's. Am I lying?
Let's take Since kind of gone through the 8 teams, let's start with like their journeys towards getting to the quarterfinal. Let's start with a straightforward one. Let's begin with Tottenham versus Manchester City. Tottenham did the job against Dortmund. It was quite comfortable. It wasn't. I didn't expect it to be as comfortable as it was for Tottenham over 2 legs, and it was very comfortable. And the same thing happened for City. Over 2 legs, it was comfortable. Although in the first leg they got a red card, it was 3-2. But in the second leg they showed their class against Schalke, beating them 7-0. It's kind of weird to see a scoreline like that in the Champions League second round. What do you feel about that, Oris?
It was fun, it was ruthless, it was breathless, it was psychopathic, but it was a brilliant performance from them because we like to talk if we saw this kind of result happening in, let's say, in France, we'll start calling it the Farmers League.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are not taking this Manchester City team very seriously, but they are actually very, very good. They're still in all competitions. They skill trained the FA Cup yesterday against Swansea from 2 goals down. They trashed Sharkers 10-2 on aggregate. Yeah. They are currently not top, but top of Premier League. Yeah. And they have a very, very good chance against Tottenham. I think for them it won't be a bad draw because they know Tottenham, and over the years they always beat Tottenham. Plus we all know Tottenham are professional butlers. So so for Man City it's a good draw. They're having a brilliant season. I don't know why a lot of people are not talking about it. They've won the Carling Cup and are still favourites for FA Cup, obviously, and I still see them returning the Premier League. So, a brilliant season from them. Brilliant. Yeah,
I also share your opinion because I feel looking at the 8 teams remaining in the quarterfinal, Manchester City have the strongest squad. They don't have, they have like the best squad they don't have the best player in the Champions League at the moment, but they have the best.
But the best squad, they have the best manager.
Exactly, they have the best squad. My only drawback is that last season they were beaten out. They were knocked out of this competition at this same stage. Williams, do you feel that Tottenham stand a chance against Manchester City, or City learns from their previous mistakes?
On paper, Man City look like a stronger team, but it's the Champions League. A lot of people really turn up, but Tottenham also have a bad record in the Champions. They don't really give us that feel that they're a top side. But maybe this year could be their year. They could take out Man City and it would change the entire frame of the whole Champions League. Because people will now begin to take Tottenham serious. People will they've taken out one of the top favorites to win the thing. So I don't know. It's down to the players. And luckily for them, most of their players are back from injury. They have the likes of Dele Alli, Lucas, and all the others. They are back. So it's going to be a really, really interesting game to watch because everybody's now fit to play.
So over 2 legs.
Williams, why are you all of a sudden supporting Tottenham or having hope for them? Because I know you as an Arsenal fan, you don't like Tottenham. You always call them problems. You always look for every opportunity to see how shitty they are. So why the sudden sense of optimism?
I'm trying to remove the. I'm talking like a neutralist. I'm a neutralist. I'm without sentiment. Normally, I can tell you Juventus will win this Champions League. Well, you say back about. We're trying to look at it from an analytical point of view and say, okay, on paper, Man City looks stronger, but on paper doesn't win games. So we need to really, it's a small margin of error and everything has changed. They will bottle the whole game. So I don't know. Tottenham, they're a good side. Man City finds it difficult at times to play them.
Okay.
So it's down to 2 legs. A lot can happen. Away goals will be a very interesting factor in this tie. So that's my own opinion.
Okay, so I'll put both 2 of you on the spot now on this in over 2 legs. Who wins? Oris?
Man City, clearly.
Williams, over 2 legs. Who wins?
I would say Man City, but it's going to be very tight. Away goes.
Wait, William. So with all this your long explanation about Tottenham, you still gave it to Paris. That's it.
I said Tottenham, Man City are favourites, but I'm not writing off Tottenham. That's what I'm saying.
Let us use their past two results at the Premier League. Last season, Man City beat them 4-2 at Wembley.
Yeah,
4-2. I can't remember what the first leg at the Etihad. I think it was 2-0. It ended. This season, Man City already beat them 1-0 at Wembley, and they are yet to play the second leg. But I don't just see how Pochettino and Tottenham, they are struggling because look at it. Apart from that win against Dortmund, since Harry Kane came back, they've not won any game in the league, and he's been the only one scoring for them. You understand what I'm saying? They don't score more than one goal. Against Dortmund, they scored 1-0, but they lost to Southampton. They drew with Arsenal, a lucky win. They lost to Chelsea. So I don't see how. I know, yes, that would like to speculate and say, okay, anything can happen. It's football, yes, worse things have happened, but I don't just see it happening against this Man City team.
Yeah, I do go with you on that. Speaking about worse things have happened, let's talk about Ajax versus Juventus and the worst case scenario that happened for both Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. How do you see Ajax chances over Juventus, and how do you see their epic miracle, epic win against Real Madrid? Oris, let's start with you because I know you hate Real Madrid. So today, I want to hear from you first before I go to William. So love Real Madrid.
It was a brilliant performance because I told you guys on the podcast. I know I said it a couple of times that you guys are just writing out Ajax because Ajax. But I told you that, see, these guys played Bayern Munich home and away. They did not lose. First of all, that's if not for 1 or 2. So, yes, on paper, they are a small team, but they actually played good football. Even in the first leg where they lost 2-1, they completely played Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Apart from a couple of VAR decisions, and they should have won that game. So, was I really surprised? No. Plus, we all know the kind of season that Real Madrid are having. They're having a shitty season, a very bad season.
Yeah.
They've changed 2 managers now. They've gone to bring back
Zidane. To Zidane.
So, plus Sergio Ramos went and got himself a deliberate yellow card.
That was just stupid.
Prepare for the quarterfinals. The statement was, sometimes you have to take this decision. Oh my God! I was not really surprised. Ajax played very well. They dominated. I mean, the performance was just unbelievable. So I think they deserve to go through. And against Juventus, obviously Juventus are favourite. I see Juventus going through, but it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all.
Williams, what do you think about that tie, and what do you think about Real Madrid's capitulation and Juventus' comeback against Atletico Madrid?
Well, like I was saying, Juventus, Real Madrid is good. They're out. Personally, it's good. They're out. They were shambolic, just disgraceful. As a fan, I shot off my pants. It was terrible. But it's good they have their. It's good they have their man back today. You can see that Isco has been brought back from isolation. Yeah, put back into the team. You see that Solari didn't understand his players. He didn't understand his team. So then they were happy he came back. I watched their first training. They were so happy that he was there, and they were all running around. So the way he interacts with them, you know that okay, this is somebody that likes, and the players like him too. Then now they're out there is the best thing. They will now rebuild. Those players are underperforming. We sell them. We need new players. We get them. The ones that are not. You see, Courtois was dropped. That was the first thing that really impressed me. Courtois.
Okay. Williams. Sorry to cut you short, but very quickly. Okay. You made a statement now that those players are underperforming. They should sell them. I seem to remember in the previous podcast we had Romeo on the program, and he was saying something about selling a lot of their players that they've done their best for the club. Okay. So very quickly, which of the players? Wait, so which of the players are we to sell now? Because you just made a statement.
That's up to the manager, because now he needs to know. He needs to watch them to the end of the season. Which player is not turning up, even despite the fact that I'm back and I'm playing you? Which player is out of legs? We need to rejuvenate the team. So a player who is on the aging side, who is not performing well, should leave.
Yeah.
So who?
Let me.
I don't know. I'm not the coach. Whatever I'm saying as a fan. I'm not saying from a tactical advantage position. That's the end's work to do. If I was hired, maybe I would have told you that.
Okay, let me speak from something like Zidane's position. I'll say, because if you look at the game they played against Celta Vigo where they won 2-0, you could see that Zidane brought back all the players, all the players that were dropped, all the players that have been having issues with Solari. Marcelo was brought back, Isco was brought back, Keylor Navas started the game finally in the La Liga. So players that Solari had like dropped to the bench or when he wasn't using anymore. He brought them back. So I think Zidane doesn't really care. From my point of view, I think looking at his starting lineup against Celta Vigo, I think he has told his players, okay, I do not really care what happened under Solari or what happened under Lopetegui. All those situations, I think he has told them to drop that situation aside. So he's kind of starting afresh with this player. So and I think it's more of a statement to say, okay, he trusts these old players, the players that were there when he came to the club. So he played those ones back. Brought them back into the starting lineup. Asensio came back. Marcelo, like I said, Isco came back. And you could see that Bale even started. And you could see that those how will I say it now? Those behaviors that happened on that pass, I think he has kind of forgone them for now to build a brand new squad. So I don't think he's going to necessarily sell any player now until maybe at the end of the season. I think he has I think they're out of the Copa. I think the one in France.
They're out of everything.
So I think he has just the La Liga to monitor this new player, to monitor his player. So after that, when the competition is over, I think he can now assess, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. These are the different things I need to do for that. Let's talk about the main people that are still in the competition now, Juventus and Ajax. Oris, who do you think will win the game?
Like I've said before, Juventus are favorite on paper. I see them winning over 2 legs. Ajax are very good for me. They've exceeded. I'm sure they've exceeded their expectation.
Exactly.
To get beaten Real Madrid. They're very good. They will give Juventus a run for their money. It's going to be a tough game. It's not going to be a pushover as a lot of people are expecting it. Ronaldo will go score a hat-trick and all that.
It's Ronaldo.
Okay, yeah, but what I'm saying is Ajax are going to give them a run for their money. So you guys should wait and see. But overall, though, Juventus will just have enough to see them through.
Yeah, is that what you think, Williams? Or do you have a different opinion to that?
Juventus is going to qualify now. I don't understand you guys.
Okay, I know you're Ronaldo.
Is there any contra opinion? You want to see Ajax in the final? They don't have Ibrahimovic again or Nedved then now. Where do you want to see Ajax again? They are going out. Not just bottled it. They will have gone out since.
Let's talk about
it. It will have been a good draw. Seeing Real Madrid versus Juventus.
Yeah.
Ronaldo on the flip side.
Exactly. Those are ties that would have been fun to watch actually. Let's talk about Liverpool versus Porto. Because in my opinion, when the podcast started, it said something about Liverpool having a good game against Bayern Munich. I feel they didn't really have a good game against Bayern Munich. They just had an okay game because if you notice, for me, in my opinion, if you notice in that match, anytime Liverpool get the ball, they just keep on losing possession of the ball. They scored 3 goals, fine and well, but it was, in my opinion, I think Bayern Munich underperformed in that game. As in, so Bayern Munich did nothing in that game. And
it doesn't matter. Bayern Munich are underperforming because maybe defensively Liverpool were good. If Liverpool were shit, Bayern Munich should not underperform. So everything just adds up to. It was for me.
Yeah.
I did not watch the game. I saw the highlights. I saw the highlights. I don't think Bayern Munich had any big highlights. The goal they scored was terrible.
They had just 2 shots. The first leg had just 2 shots on target in the first leg and second leg combined. Bayern Munich had
so
just.
That's credit. That's credit to Liverpool. We should not just say.
Yeah.
That's credit to them.
Yeah.
Bayern. You should start getting a coach.
Yeah.
That disgraced me. Bayern is it's one of my. You know the way I like Bayern. Everybody knows how I like Bayern. It's terrible. How will you do that? Still paying me, allowing it.
No, but the signs have been there right from time now. They've been struggling.
Edmund, die. Die.
Listen, listen.
Avoid me.
Listen, Tega, they are struggling in their league. They are having a very bad. I think Dortmund are still top. They are having a bad season. The issue is on the issue of the coach. It's the same issue I feel was happening with Real Madrid. Solari and this coach, I don't know his name, Frankfurt's former coach for Bayern Munich.
Yeah,
they are not. They don't just have the personality to coach clubs like Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. That's why you see they are struggling. Solari is struggling. They'll struggle before they put him out of the newsroom. This one too is struggling, and obviously they will sack him. They have to sack him.
But I think at the moment they've been able to claw themselves up to the same point with Borussia Dortmund. That's if they win today. If they win today, they are back on the same points with Dortmund. So if they kind of win the league, I think they will be able to take it as a win that they were a million points behind Dortmund and they were able to claw themselves back to the top and eventually win the league. It might be a win for them. And I saw,
true, but normally before this is by this time,
this is something
wrapped up the league now.
Exactly,
they've wrapped the league up by now.
Yes.
Before.
I saw Kovac because this was kind of funny. Williams. I saw Kovac complaining. That was Bayern Munich's coach. That Liverpool bullied Bayern Munich with money. They spent a lot of money, but this was the same Bayern Munich that bullied Klopp out of Dortmund when any player that Klopp trains or any of Klopp's star players in Dortmund, Bayern Munich should come with their money and grab him away from them. Bayern Munich should come with their money and grab. Now he has gone to Liverpool. He has the money to buy players, and now he's bullying Bayern Munich. So I don't know why Bayern Munich have any even right to even complain about what Liverpool and Klopp are doing.
I don't know, but I can't complain. For me, I don't feel they have the right to complain because when you say bullying, we don't know that Liverpool and Bayern Munich went for the same players and then Liverpool used more financial power to get the player. Liverpool have the money, obviously from the sale of Coutinho, and they've used it well. They got Van Dijk, which was brilliant for them.
Yeah.
They got a very good goalkeeper. So it's nobody's fault. Guys, see, you spend money or the world will leave you behind. It's nobody's going to hear that you are managing money or you are poor. That's nobody's business. When they were doing it, was not sweet. They bought Lewandowski,
exactly.
They bought Götze, and so
do you see dance? Williams, do you see any hope for Porto in this game? Or I think it's the easiest out of all the ties. Although you can also
the last time they met, I think Mane scored the hat trick, right?
The last time Liverpool and Porto met.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a possibility. I can't say.
Yeah, Mane scored the hat trick. They met in the group side round of 16. Well, they might cause an upset. It depends. Liverpool on away trips, they're really quite shaky.
Yeah.
So if Porto can do it at home, away they may stand a chance. So they should just try and best man should win, but Liverpool favourites definitely. When you have the big Van Dijk there, so it's difficult.
All right, let's move to the key game. Let's talk about Manchester United and Barcelona. I don't really see that as a key game because I do expect. I think Manchester United have reached a tipping point this season because they're on the verge of. I think they're out of the top four now. They are out of the FA Cup. They lost to Wolves, and I think people underrated Wolves. So when they lost to Wolves yesterday, I wasn't quite surprised. And now they are playing Barcelona. Is there any chance that Manchester United can beat Barcelona, Oris?
Is there any chance that Manchester United can beat Barcelona?
Yes, capital over 2 legs.
No.
Over no.
Capital no. Listen. At the start of the season, when Iniesta left the Camp Nou when he went to Japan, he made Messi the captain, and fresh from this disappointment at the World Cup, when he was addressing the Camp Nou faithful for the first time, he promised to bring the Champions League to the stadium, where he said we have unfinished business with that. And if you look at his form in the Champions League, he's on a different level, guy. See, Messi has promised he will bring it, and I'm sure he will be looking forward to this time because I think Old Trafford is one of the few stadiums in England where he has not really gone and made his mark. The last time he went there was, I think, a 19-year-old boy when number 30 at his back, and he completely dominated that game still. So I don't see it happening.
Number 19 actually.
That's what I said. It's just going to be too much for Bayern Munich, for Man United. Sorry. Plus the second leg is at the Noah camp, so I don't just see Man United going through. I don't just see Man United going through.
Let's talk about let's talk about Man United's win against PSG. Williams, what do you think about that? Because I was actually.
You want me to lick my wound, please? No.
No, it's better you lick.
Don't mind this.
So you haven't about that, or you're just ashamed that you're licking your wound.
Those rich girls, don't mind them. They couldn't turn up. I don't know what Tuchel was thinking or doing. It was very, very annoying. I was totally disappointed. Why do you keep Cavani on the bench? You are going there to defend. And you are not Atletico Madrid. What are you going there to defend for? Go there and play. Play. You're already winning 2-0. Play. You are there sitting back. They will poke you until they get a response now.
I mean, it was one of the worst bottle jobs I've ever seen in my life.
It's annoying now. You gave those farmers from.
For me, my opinion, this one was even worse. Tega, this one was even worse than the Barcelona one. He said.
Tega, to cut him briefly. I don't think PSG did not have a bad game. They played very well. They played very, very well. They were just unlucky, and in a way, it has a touch of destiny in it, just like the way Chelsea won Champions League.
So you say Man U will win the Champions League?
They were not. It's a possibility. If they should knock out Barcelona, I know they are going to win it. No matter what happens, no matter what doesn't happen, if they let all their players, everybody gets injured till the end of next season, they are going to win it. See, against PSG, Manchester United did not play anything. Defensively, okay, they were good. But they were lucky. Okay, look at the first goal. They did not create that goal now. They just bounced on that defender's error and they scored. Then the second goal, a routine save for you expect Buffon to save that. You expect Buffon to wrap that in his hand. You get, and then it just went, and you get. Then thirdly, the third goal was a controversial VAR penalty, which was very, very a hopeful shot out of nowhere. But before then, PSG were totally dominant. I don't know. I can't blame Tuchel. PSG have a problem that is more than the coach, that is more than something. They need to go back to the drawing board and they need to fix it, because it's not normal. Because I watched the game from start to finish and PSG were brilliant. The passes, Verratti was everywhere. Di Maria was good. But for me, watching the game, the moment Mbappe missed that one-on-one chance, and then I think it was Bernat that hit the bar, the post with the follow-up ball, I knew that they were going to go out. I knew that somehow Manchester United will get maybe a corner or a penalty or somehow and they will go. And that's what happened. But to say that they did not play well or they were defensive, I don't think. They played Manchester United good football and they were on the back foot for most of the time. They just had 3 lucky chances and they took it, which I feel is destiny. So
over 2 legs now. Over 2 legs, because I feel Manchester United might do well at Old Trafford. That's just how I feel. They might be able to stifle Barcelona to a point. It might be a very close game in Old Trafford. It might be a 1-0 win for Barca, and it might even be a draw. But over 2 legs, I really expect Barca to win this, especially at Camp Nou, where it's their home ground. They can intimidate any team they like with their fans. They have a very big stadium. They can pass the ball as much as they like. So over 2 legs, I expect Barca to win this. But just because I felt the match would have been a bit closer before I saw Manchester United play Wolves yesterday, because they were just so terrible. They were just so
shambolic.
Yeah, and if they do not correct that situation very soon, it's going to be. When they play Barca, they will not like what Messi is going to do to them. Williams, I think you want to say something about
Unai Emery.
Wait, what do you want to say about Emery? Don't even start.
Since Emery exposed Ole, they have been having issues. Everybody wants to play them right now. They have not recovered from Shaka ball.
Okay, we are done with the Champions League now. Let's talk about the Europa League. We'll start with Arsenal versus Napoli. I think it's like the key game in the quarterfinal draw. Williams, I'll start with you as an Arsenal fan. Is there any hope for you to even beat Napoli?
You say what?
Is there any hope? Is there any hope for Napoli?
When you have my brother Subamayang and like a blood clot.
Yeah, so confident that you beat Napoli. I don't see that happening, no.
See, Napoli, woman away, will beat them. Woman away.
I don't think you can beat Napoli home and away. You guys are always fond of losing. You're always fond of losing one leg, so you can do comeback king.
Yeah, we like to take them from behind. We're going to definitely. No, Napoli is out now. They're over Ancelotti knows. We're going to beat them. Forget. We're winning the league. It's either we'll face Chelsea in the finals, or they'll remove Chelsea and we'll win it.
I know you're an Arsenal sympathizer. What do you think about Arsenal's chances against Napoli?
Arsenal chances, they got the worst possible draw, first of all.
Yeah.
They should not have.
When it happened.
I was not happy with the draw at all. They should have given Chelsea to Napoli. It would have been fitting with Sarri going back to the
Napoli. We'll take our chances with them in the final.
So Kepa will not come out again. Continue.
The draw is perfectly staged for Chelsea and Arsenal to meet at the final. The draw is suiting Chelsea because I think they have easier sides on their easier goals on their side. But on Arsenal, the chances are 60-40. After Arsenal has a 60% chance of progressing because obviously they are better than Napoli.
Do you think? I don't think they're better than.
Forget their Syria. I watched their game against I've forgotten the name that they drew 1-1.
Yeah.
They are just good on paper and good on name. Arsenal will beat them. I don't know about home and away, but Arsenal will qualify.
Okay.
It's going to be an interesting game, very interesting game, but Arsenal will qualify.
As a Chelsea fan, I think I don't need to discuss much about Chelsea's game against Slavia Prague because I don't see if Chelsea loses close to Slavia Prague, I think the club should be disbanded and Sarri should be sacked.
But I saw a video circulating on social media where when the draw was going on, the players of the other team they were rejoicing that they got Chelsea. Why?
Are you serious? They all want Eddie Hazard jersey.
You guys.
Yeah, they all.
Guess time will tell.
Their stadium is named. You know, their stadium is named Eden's Arena. So that's Eddie Hazard's home. Eddie Hazard's home ground on his own. William, what do you think about Chelsea, Slavia Prague?
Who plays first leg? Who takes Slavia the first leg?
Slavia Prague is at home first leg.
I'm just praying for an upset. Chelsea should go out for real. I'm tired of people's noise.
Oh my God!
I actually want Arsenal and Chelsea for the final. I want Arsenal Chelsea for the final.
We'll beat them, Sha. That one is in normal team, but if you give them too much respect,
normally.
They will not be saying they got to the final. I don't want that kind of noise.
No, normally we'll beat them, but I want us to play the final so that we will show them say, King of the leather.
They are Gary Boy. They are playing Gary Boy.
When you beat Napoli first, they would. Yeah. Think about the final.
Napoli not rich on the normal day, but forget.
Let's go to extra time. On Twitter, there was a very trending topic that Williams brought to my notice. Is this case of you smell nice and Williams, I'll start with you. What do you think about the whole you smell nice situation? Was the guy wrong in telling the HR lady that she smells nice?
I saw it from two perspectives. Later I looked at it from two perspectives. Professionally, it's wrong.
It's wrong to just
professionally.
Yeah,
it's wrong. I've been in a situation like this whereby I was in the hospital.
Yeah.
So one of the nurses told the consultant that, "Madam, I like your perfume," and she found it it's unethical and unprofessional.
Yeah.
For you to comment on somebody's scent or smell.
Yeah.
In the place, whether it was in a serious situation, I mean, in the workplace, that she was doing her rounds and you are commenting on her scent.
Yeah.
Meaning you are not cautious of whatever she's doing and the work that she's currently doing. So placing that scenario in the boy's position, the boy went for an interview to get a job.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have said that, "Madam, you smell nice," or whatever he said. Maybe perhaps when he has gotten the job and him and the boss, they are now pals, or they now talk on a certain kind of level. You can throw such a compliment. And
what if she's no longer smelling nice then? What if she's no longer smelling nice?
Don't be dumb, Edmund. you can then you can actually say you can actually say you smell nice, and the person won't be offended because you're my colleague. You are talking on that level. We have that kind of
level don't change.
Yes, exactly. But on an interview-based level, you go there and say you smell nice.
Yeah.
It's quite unprofessional.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Because recently I did an interview, and
funny enough, I have a contrary view. If it was a girl that told it to a guy, it would be a different scenario.
So is that not sexism?
Yes, I thought I saw it from different perspective. If it was a girl that told a girl,
Williams,
listen, Edmund, you will speak, Edmund. Allow me, Edmund, you will
don't
speak.
come and analyze. Tell us your own take. Tell us your own take. Don't
oh
analyze
my
it.
God, I've told you, Edmund, allow me to speak. If it was a girl that was the person looking for the job and he was interviewed by a man, she says, "You smell nice, sir." Men ordinarily love to be complimented. He'll smile and say, "Thank you very much," and continue the interview. But a guy telling a woman, it looks as if he's trying to flirt to get the position of the job, or he's trying to flirt with the woman, which the woman was not having at that point in time. The same way a female girl looking for a job and a female interviewer, she won't have said that, because women on their own are territorial people. She won't want to allow that girl to say that kind of thing, and women, they don't even like themselves naturally, so the girl won't have the mind to say that kind of thing. So that was my view, and those were my views on the whole situation.
Okay. Oris has something to say. So,
okay, my own issue on this thing is that before anything, before you are a boss, before you are a colleague, before you are a doctor, before there's any professional setting, you are a human being. You are a human being. You get, so while I agree that it was maybe 2000, while I agree that it was maybe a little bit unprofessional, it was unprofessional.
Yeah.
Her response and the way she handled the matter was not just nice at all.
Yeah.
It doesn't show good human qualities. Like what Williams has said, and he said the truth that if it was a girl that complimented a man will not make a big deal. Cool, thank you, and he carries on with it. So for you to now go on and say, because she later went on to tell the guy that you are rude and that you men are mannerless, it just shows lack of basic human decency. You get, because there's nothing. Agreed, yes, like I said, agreed that it was a professional setting, yes, but the boy has made a mistake.
You don't need to bring him down because of.
You don't need to bring him down because.
Or make him low,
You get what I'm saying? Or if they were meeting, if it was not a work setting, or he did not come to look for a job, if he was just a normal man walking on, or a normal boy walking on the road, and he tells you that, will you downgrade him like that and saying that? There's nothing rude about telling somebody, complimenting somebody's smell.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But then after we've analyzed, top to bottom and everything. At the end, like I said, at the end of the day, we're all human beings. So somebody complimenting you and you just bashing the person like that, it did not just go well with me. Plus, another thing was the only way I would have agreed if she was pissed off like that, and she lambasted him, is if actually she doesn't smell nice. Okay, so it will look like the guy is trying to. He's lying. He's trying to be. Then I can understand why he's like me now. You come and tell me, maybe I'm interviewing you, and you come and say, sir, you're very tall. I like your height. I will kill you. You can understand. So I know that yes, you are mocking me because I know I'm not tall. So what's this guy trying to do? Something must be wrong with you. So except from that, but really I agree it was unprofessional. But for her to now go ahead and say
when you go for an interview, there are codes of conduct. You cannot go to an interview and you are telling your interviewer you smell nice. You don't do that.
Recently.
Obviously, it will not be.
Can't do that.
It will not be in between.
Can't do that. It's unethical. It's unprofessional.
Okay, there are a lot of things that we can do, but we do. What we are saying is the woman's management of. I'm not arguing that what the man said or what the boy said. I said it's unprofessional. Very unprofessional. You don't do that. Yes, but you can handle it better. You are a human being. The boy can be your son. The boy can be your cousin. It can be somebody. You don't just say you are rude and you as a woman or as a person, you don't do that too. You can handle it better. You can call him later after the interview and say, guy, how far? You don't say that too. Next time, in case of next time, what's the meaning of you are rude and the boy was not rude. It was unprofessional. There's difference between being unprofessional
exactly.
being mannerless. So I don't understand. You don't do that. Yes, I agree. But come on now.
I share your opinion about this case. I know Williams is saying is unprofessional, or which I can understand because recently I was in an interview and I knew the way I had to compose myself to even scale through the first round of the process. There's a way you carry yourself, and there's things you're supposed to say and things you're not supposed to say. Although the person I was actually speaking to was the HR person that was not a female, was a guy. But there's a way you compose yourself and drink.
Tega, see, when you go for job interviews, sometimes the HR people are the ones that try to get you at ease because they know you are
exactly. That was exactly
better your life.
Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to say. Because
you are looking for something to better. You see some of them even engage you in conversations like, "What's your favorite drink? How is your girlfriend?"
Yes,
you get your favorite football club. They just talk about something. Is that professional?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not professional, but they do it to ease you. So how do you tell somebody that come for a job and is trying to just look for a way to just
Edmund?
That's exactly what I wanted to say because
so the tension was too high. The tension was too high for the person. She had to compliment the organ. I don't understand you.
Wait, Oris, Williams, chill. When I did my own interview, what Oris said exactly what happened. Even when I was tensed and it was the HR.
Exactly.
It was the HR person that was like, okay, what do you do? What do you?
Tega, they're you're not the one asking them. See, you do not get all these things. You don't go there and you start asking. They let them ask you, then you respond. Not you going to tell them. Do you get my point?
Let's not sleep on this issue. Let's talk about.
No, we need to sleep on it.
No. Let's not sleep on
this. Tega, very quickly. Let me ask William something.
Yeah.
We have agreed that it's unprofessional. You don't do that. But analyze the woman's response. The way the woman handled it. Is it nice? Does it tell well of a human being? To just run the boy down like that, you are rude, you are mannerless. Then she went ahead to say, men are mannerless.
Edmund, I'm responsible. Let me tell you something. I'm only telling you this thing. You should put it at the back of your head. People react differently to different things. I'm responsible for what I say. I'm not responsible for what you understand. So whatever the woman has understood from the perception of what the boy has said is what she's playing out in those tweets you are saying. So we are not in our mind. We're only trying to create different scenarios, trying to play or try to be in a kind of position she was. So whatever she has done to the best of her knowledge as a person. We should take that this is what she has done, and this is okay. Let's learn from what she has done. If it's the right thing, we should say, okay, we have learned the right. If it's the wrong thing, we should learn the correction from it and act on it. That is my view on it.
Yeah, let's talk about something else that happened this weekend. The whole just briefly, we'll talk about this one briefly because Williams is just agitated this evening. The whole MC Galaxy versus what's her name? Is it Etinosa or something?
Etinosa. Edmund should go first.
The whole scenario of this thing, because I feel Nigerians are, most people that talked about the situation are hypocrites. You're watching a video, someone gets naked. Why don't you shut it down yourself? Leave the video, or you see. So most people didn't even watch that video live. That's my problem. So most people went to YouTube to go and look for it. Most people went to Twitter to look for it. Most people went to go and download the video. And now they're criticizing MC Galaxy. They're criticizing the lady. So I feel Nigerians should. Most people that talk about the situation are hypocrites in this situation. And because you are drunk does not mean you shouldn't be held responsible for your actions. That's what I feel about this particular issue. So I feel the lady is wrong on her own part. People that are also judging two of them are also wrong because they were interested in watching the video.
What if I tell you there's no right and wrong in this discussion?
Tega, very quickly, let me comment on the issue. Faust said it right in his song Hypocrite when he said everybody is a I don't want to use swear whatever, but you get everybody's hypocrite basically. Yeah. The thing is to start with first of all. Those people blaming MC Galaxy that why did they not off the video? Agreed, yes, the man should have off the video. If I'm the one, I'm going to put the video off because
why will you put the video off? Why? For what reason? I want to do a live video. Am I responsible? You are the one joining me. Why will I turn off my video?
Because
why?
Okay, wait. Because if the girl was my sister, I would want the other person to turn the video off.
The girl came online herself. You don't tell me that I should turn off the video because.
Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm saying if I'm the one, if it's me, Edmund Oris, I will put the video off. But as MC Galaxy so has not put it off, he's within his right. It's his video, it's his life, it's his whatever it is. After all, the man was doing 50K challenge, one challenge for girls that could expose their body and whatever. So is what is in his mind and his space at the moment. So good for him. My issue is with those people.
Did you watch the video?
Yeah, I saw it. I watched the video.
Did you hear when she said she's going to do it and she's not doing it for money, she's just going to do it? And he was like, don't do it. Why are you talking about that part?
Why? That's what I'm saying. That we're on the same side of Williams. I'm saying that my issue is those people that are now criticizing because on Twitter there are a lot of takes. People saying the man is a rapist, the man is this, he's a wicked person.
Those people will go on his page and say, bro, DM me something, I help your boy.
He did not take advantage of anything because that's why I told you. That's why I put a tweet on Twitter where I said the last time I was drunk, Williams was there. It was Williams and Joseph that got me drunk, and since then I vouched that I'm never going to take alcohol again.
I did not get you drunk.
These are revelations.
Okay. I actually wanted to get drunk.
I took you out
for myself. So
you went and you boozed in alcohol and you were drunk in it. The same alcohol you drank, I didn't get drunk. You went and you were vomiting all over the place, running up and down.
I wanted to.
Please, nobody shame me. No drunk.
And
no, it's like I said. You didn't hear his opening statement. He said I took him to get drunk.
Oh God!
Listen. Okay, that was the wrong statement. I wanted to get drunk actually, and I
finally. Hey, yes,
when you get drunk, you are still within your normal senses. You are not a baby, so you don't get drunk. You don't get drunk and start pulling your clothes on the road and start getting naked and start walking because you are
the person that was running around the house.
I was not running. Oh, Williams.
At least he didn't get naked. So
you are adding salt and Maggi.
I'm not spiking anything.
Basically, because you are drunk does not mean you lose all your senses and you lose all your sense of decision. Everybody, no matter how drunk you are, you always know what's going on. So it's not because you're really drunk. It was a decision the girl took by herself to do. She wanted to get naked and she got naked. End of story. No big deal. Everybody saw what they saw. It's no big. You get everybody should move on. For me, there's no issue there.
Yeah, let's end extra time now on the football topic. We saw what Iwobi did with his opponent at the Europa League when he gestured that his mouth was smelling and all. Yeah, I felt it was just the way Nigeria, because this is what we all do when we are growing up. When someone yabs you and all, you like for your own clap back, you might say, your mouth is kind of things. So I understand people saying, it was disrespectful, it was this, it was that. But I think Iwobi also came out to say that the guy was insulting him or something like that. So I'm not on the side of people that are blaming or calling Iwobi names, and I just feel it's just football banter and everything. We all do the same thing on Twitter. Sometimes we write rubbish to piss off the other fans. We write what we like. So it's just the same thing that played out on the pitch. That's what I feel about it.
So who is going to me or Edmund?
That's not what I feel about it.
Okay,
that's
fine.
Not what I feel about it.
On our WhatsApp group, Iwobi has replied. Wait now, Edmund, let me talk. Yeah, you talk. Let me just end
what I want to say is because you said that Iwobi said whatever he said. For me, with great power comes great responsibility. Yes. Yes. Ragnar. See, when it's not Ragnar, it was said in Spider-Man. When his grandfather told it to Spider-Man.
Ragnar, it wasn't Ragnar.
As a celebrity, as a public figure, as somebody that that millions of people are watching, children are watching, whites are watching. You are playing for Arsenal Football Club. You are not playing for Leeds City. You are playing a big match that a lot of people. You don't do that. If it was a white person doing that to him, how would he feel? I agree, it's a normal joke we do over here in Nigeria, but you are not in Nigeria. You are not playing in CAF Championship. You are playing in the Europa League. You are playing in Europe. I agree it was to a black. You don't do that no matter what. No matter, you don't just do that. For me, I found it disgraceful. I found it disgusting. I found it disrespectful. Williams to come on to say or whatever it is that the man was cursing him, blah, blah, blah.
No, let's hear what Williams has to say about it.
Because Tega, at the end of the day, 2 wrongs does not make a right. You don't just do that. Because if it was a white person, we're talking about a totally different scenario right now. He could be facing bound or suspension or fine or whatever.
Yeah.
But the law is that is a black person, you just do that. Even to you don't do that. No. There's nothing you want to say.
Okay, well, Williams, what do you want to say about it? Let's hear Williams.
Where will I start from? Edmund has made me cold when I was boiling to talk. Fine. Iwobi has come out to tell us that the guy cursed his mom. Let me. I think I have the message. Let me read it out. He said, the guy, I'm not going to apologize for. He said, thanks, bro. The guy was following me, cursing me and my mom. He was putting middle fingers up at me. They won't catch that or say anything about that. But then they will quickly say something to me. I ain't sorry about it. So fine. Clearly what we saw was the reaction from Iwobi, but nobody saw the what the player was doing. Initially, I was like, Iwobi, you can't do that, man. You're a fellow black man. You can't go and humiliate him like that.
Yeah.
But after seeing all this, I don't know why if a player would do that to someone else. This is a white man thing. It's something a white player will have done and will be like, it's a white person, not to your fellow black man. It doesn't make sense. But Iwobi then reacting like that doesn't make sense at all. You do not just shame 2 wrongs, don't make it right. Maybe you could have just kept quiet, but there's a limit to how somebody will push you and you will have to react. So then again, I do not really blame Iwobi again. At first I sent him a message that he can't do that. He should apologize publicly. You can't treat someone like that, irrespective of whoever he is or play for a lesser club. You
sent him a message.
Yes.
Wait, very quickly.
Do you have his phone number? Please drop the phone number for our listeners.
Tega, let me say something. This issue of he was cursing his mother, it was foul. It's football. It's when you go to stadiums. How many amount of abuse do you think the likes of Ronaldo and Messi get in
Edmund,
first stadium?
like I told you,
they do all those things to
there is a limit to it. Maybe he wasn't having it.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, it's normal banter. Edmund, maybe he wasn't having it, or he has had enough, or he wasn't having it that day. I told you the different times call for different reactions and actions.
Still doesn't justify his action. It was disgraceful. It was wrong. It was disrespectful. He shouldn't have done that.
I keep on insulting your mom every day. You that likes your mom so much, Edmund, you will not even know when you punch me.
First of all, I'll punch you because first of all, now me, I'm not a Iwobi. I'm not going to punch you for football fit, and that's the truth. Yes, I will not punch you. Why you not punch? If I punch and I go use the remove your boot, use until knock yet say the customer.
So you will not get a red card. Then you will
She want to react. You want to react and cause your mother.
It's not Balotelli now.
Go inside the
like Balotelli will have reacted different. I'm telling you, well. Anyhow, I've given my view.
We've all said our opinions about it. Before we end the podcast, I would like to congratulate Manchester City on winning the FA Cup because I just looked at
that's a fucking.
Seriously, I just looked at the FA Cup draw which has been out. It's Watford versus Wolves in the semi-final, Manchester City versus Brighton and Hove Albion. So I feel this is Manchester City's tournament. They will most likely meet.
Plot twist, Wolves win it.
That's
quite possible too. So it's quite possible.
Wolves cannot win, Guardiola doesn't lose final.
All right, noted. He told me what's our good.
Oris, thanks for joining us today on the show.
Thank you so much.
I didn't banter Edmund enough to. I can't.
William, thanks for joining us on the show. Will you share Iwobi's number for us, please?
No, I won't. It's confidential.
Okay, you DM me his number so I can.
Right, Emma, let's take our quarrel offline. Let's continue. All
right, guys, thanks so much.